What's a manual? What? What's up, guys? DJ Mike James coming at you. This is the Chauvet CH06 lightweight T-bar stand, and I'm going to talk to you about that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. It doesn't cost you anything. I will have a link in the description. It'd be an Amazon link for the Chauvet CH06 one-piece light bar stand. This is a T-bar, as you can see. I use these stands. I have two of them. It was the very first stand I bought back when I was in a band, and we used to run power lights off of them. We had two of them. The old school, you know, halogen heat generating gel covered par lights, if that tells you how old I am. But I bought another one because the two that I use now, if you notice in some of my other videos where I'm running my Shehds 1-watt lasers, I kind of stand them up behind my totem, shoot them lasers out the side. You never even see them up there, but I'm using this particular stand. And with the acquisition of a brand new Shehds 6-watt laser, I kind of need to be able to run all three of these so I can have my Shehds 1-watt coming over my head, you know, or my 6-watt coming over my head, my two 1-watts shooting out of the sides for a complete laser show up on the ceiling there, especially when I do Crestwood Junior High's Halloween party, and that's coming up real soon, October 18th. So I will be running all three of the lasers at that show. But there are a few little things. This does need to be put together. I'm going to break it out here and show you. I'm going to do an upgrade on this, you know, right off the bat, just because I've had these so long. I've got some experience in what's actually going to kind of go wrong with them. But without any further ado, I got my trusty knife with me. So watch it. Let's get this cut open, and we will check out the Chauvet CH06 T-bar lightweight heavy duty light stand. Now, the thing that I do like about this in particular, oh nice, is that it is heavy duty. It's super lightweight. It is a great little stand. We've got our T-bar here. We've got hardware, because it is going to be a bolt-on. There are, you know, a few little caveats with this particular light that are with this stand. One is the feet, and if you do use this type of bar, you'll notice that you'll lose these feet. And you'll kind of be wondering where they are, and it is just a little rubber guy here, and they come right off. But we're going to upgrade that. I'm going to show you how to do that as we get into it. So maybe I ought to just start with that, with the feet, as this thing's going, because this hardware package is really because you'll put bolts through these, and then it's got a wing nut, and you'll be able to mount a light either on top or on bottom. I tend to rotate them on my other light bar, on my other stand, just so that I can mount those either way that I want. Sometimes I'll have lighting that only mounts from the bottom, like some of the lasers that we get and whatnot. And then sometimes I'll have lights that I want to mount on top, like par cans, things along those lines. And so as we get into it, this is the actual piece that mounts the light bar stand to the top. Now you can leave that in there, and of course that sits on top of there. We got a ton of hardware here, because this is to put all of these together. This is an 11/16 nut and 11/16 bolt. I've got them down here ready to go. First things first though, I already know there's a fail point with the feet. So what I ended up doing, I went to Ace. I found these little guys right here. Make sure you get the 7/8. Now it is a little tight on there, which is exactly what we want it to be. As I get into this, I'm going to kind of show you, I've already upgraded my other two stands, the difference between the 2 feet. So this is also ribbed on the inside for her pleasure. And then, so this is not going to come off. This one, you will lose this thing at venues. I've lost them in the van. And then you're standing there and you've got 2 2 feet on and one that's just sort of missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these, just an instant thing here. Now you have to buy these chair ones in a 4-pack, but that's gonna give me an extra one in there. It is gonna be a little bit of a tight fit to get this on, and that's okay because that's what we want. As I force that bad boy on there. Brought my trusty hammer with me so I can straighten that out. Just use the handle part, tap that bad boy right on, and I'm not gonna have to worry about losing this in the van. I'm not gonna have to worry about losing this at a venue or anywhere else. This is definitely an upgrade for this stand. I will turn it over once I get this all put together and make sure those are in there good. Let's go ahead and move to the next. Honesty, you don't need to put that foot on there, but again, this is a real simple, easy upgrade, and then you're not gonna have to worry about losing these feet. So even if you already own this stand, which is the CH06, you can pick these feet up at Ace Hardware. Like I said, I get the 7/8 size. And again, it is a little tight, but then that's what we want it to be. And just like that, we've got a foot upgrade on this particular stand. You can go ahead and get that expanded out. I'm going to kind of show you a little bit here. I like to set mine to the back. As we pull this up, it does have a pin and a locker. And I'm just going to kind of show you the height of this. I don't remember exactly what it is. So I'm going to extend it up just so we can kind of see. Then it has a stop, which is probably smart. So extend it all the way up. I would venture to say that it's probably right about 8 foot. This would be the mounting part of it. This little piece slips down in there. You tighten that up. Of course, I don't have that bolted down quite yet, and then that stays on. Now, in the application of my lasers, I don't even put the T-bar on there. I just leave this piece, and you know, with a wing nut, and I mount that right on. However, in this situation, I am going to go ahead and get the only thing that changes, because you could mount this either way, especially if the thing's not on it already. So with this setup, I'm going to put the bolt, a washer, then the nut, because then the wing nut's going to fit on top of that. I'll get to that in just a second. I am rotating these, even though they have it to where they're all facing down or whatever, but this just gives you the option to put a light on top of the rack or on bottom. I like having that option because depending on the application, I will be hanging a light either from the top or the bottom, depending on what it is, and you can actually get more fixtures up here. I do think it says it's rated for 50 pounds, but I know we've had more than that on it as far as the old school park hands, and it stood up just fine. Keep getting these put in. This is kind of the one thing about getting this. All my other ones are already set up, but you know, this is a brand new T-bar for a brand new laser. So And we'll get to see that again. Like I said, October 18th, I'll be running all 3 of those lasers. No crowd scanning, none of that stuff. I'm up on stage. Everything's up over everyone's heads, and we're going to be shining those up at the roof there in the gymnasium at Crestwood. So stay tuned for that gig log. It should be cool. Especially with the new 6-watt laser, I am able to sort of pick and choose. So I'll separate out all the Halloween stuff for that October gig, plus the eagle that's on there, since they are the Crestwood Eagles. It works out pretty well. Just gonna tap that on there, get this all ready to go, and then I'm gonna cinch these down. Like I said, these are 11/16. Now, the price point on this right now, I believe it was like $69 on Amazon. Again, I'll put the link in the description. It came out to like 75 bucks. Pretty good deal, especially considering, you know, how versatile these actually are. I've already got like my stuff here ready to go, so I can tighten all this stuff up really nice. And we'll just go right down the line here. And this way you're not messing with these. They're going to stay like this. And again, the mounting point is actually the end of the thread with the wing nut. So I'm just cinching these down because I hate it when they come loose on me and then you're scrambled. Even though I used to carry a wrench, I used to carry the 11/16 wrench with me just to be able to tighten these up if they did come loose on me. And I'm not trying to smash this, but I just don't want them coming apart. But this does give you the option to run lighting top or bottom, or if you want the different configuration without that center piece on, you know, this mounting piece. So if you want the ends to be down, you can do that. Or if you want it to go the other direction and you want the ends to be up and your other ones down. The reason I kind of do it this way is because you're going to be hard pressed to put a fixture on this side with the bar being right here. So I tend to put those, that way they're evenly rotated, evenly spaced, and you're not going to battle this, this pipe here to try to hang a fixture in this little bit of an area, but out here and out here you'd absolutely be able to do that. So let me go ahead and get the wing nuts on these because they just stay on, and that's how you mount your lights. Of course, I'm probably not showing you guys anything you don't know already as far as like putting nuts and bolts together or whatnot, but just wanted to kind of show you a couple little things that I do as far as using this type of stand and some of the upgrades I've already made to my existing stands. Guys, so you have to see me go through the rigmarole getting all this together. Again, this is the pivotal piece here that's going to go either in your T-bar. Again, it's Allen keyed, so if this does come loose, like I said, I have my Allen key right here. Fits right in there. You tighten that up, but it's in there nice and tight right now. It goes in. Of course, you have this pin section. It locks. But recently, since I've trussing and totems and things like that, I'm not necessarily using these T-bars for that. I am using them to mount my lasers. So what I do is I just go ahead and like mount this in here. That way it's nice and tight. Got the Shehd 6-watt laser. Pop it right on there. Don't have to do too much. Get the wing nut. Just like that. This thing's on there. It's not going anywhere. I can raise it up to 8 foot. I can pivot that, have it position it. This is actually how I used it in my last video up in Gibson City with DJ Bob Bass. I had the laser just on this CH06 tripod stand, had it up over our heads, shining up at the canopy up there, and was displaying that laser activity up there safely on a secure stand, and worked out beautifully. So like I said, link will be in the description for the CH06. I know you guys, lighting stands are kind of a nominal thing, especially if you're running totems and you're doing, you know, different things, but the versatility of being able to use it as a standalone stand like I'm doing here. And I also put my ADJ StarTech Boombox FX2s on these. I used to do that at the bar, but now I mount those to the fly points on my speakers. But the Chauvet CH06, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, like I said, please do so. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.